Just kidding, y'all.
I would hope if that was happening, we'd be there too.
That's very true. Well, you would hope, but knowing Lauren, we might not be invited to that thing.
So here, that's a good question.
Oh, we should ask her.
Lauren gets married. She doesn't invite you or me. What would be your feelings on that?
I think if I don't want to say that. I'll get in trouble. What's up, y'all? Welcome into Sports with Balls. Episode 96. We are 4 shows away from 100. Sitting over here at Christians Tailgate in Midtown on Bagby, 2000 Bagby. Been our home for a while, and we are going to have the 100th episode here on May 20th, man. It's set now.
It is going to be here.
May 20th here, 7 p.m., episode 100. I can't believe it.
Dude, it's flown by, man.
Like, I just can't believe it.
Oh, man. I was sitting here watching an LSU-Auburn game, baseball game. That dude got plunked in the head, bro.
What he did?
Yeah, he got hit right in the helmet, man. That dude's a soldier. But no, what I was going to say is, when you think about, man, how different – I mean, I'm sure we get into that when you get down to the show, but all the things we've gone through, start off one place, went to another place, going back and forth. You know, I was driving on the way here. I was thinking about the Prime Social.
Prime Social, yeah, we did the show.
Social.
Remember, Valor, great friends over at Valor.
Yeah.
I mean, man, dude, we have been a lot of places. It's been a hell of a ride, but yeah, we're coming up on 100 episodes. May 20th here at Christians Tailgate. It will be phenomenal, and Lauren will be here.
At least she said she will.
She said she's on tap for her. What's up, Thomas, Ted, Kevin? Kevin's actually here live in person. You got a bunch of people from your work here. So
that's what they say.
That's what they say.
I was like, I'm looking bad because Jeff's got all these people that show up, and I got nobody. I got nobody that shows up on my behalf. So
well, Thomas is asking, DJ Screw got me falling asleep. That's actually my buddy of mine, Reckless, does that song. It's a 713 anthem. You can YouTube it, whatever. It's awesome. It's on iTunes, I think, as well, man. I love that song for the intro.
Yeah, it's a good song.
But let's get to the score.
You know, but if he wants to do 214-972-817, I'm down for that.
Why don't you do one?
No, you don't want me rapping.
Ah, man. All right, y'all, let's get into some scores today. Lots of baseball action the last couple of days. Of course, the Astros and Yankees. We'll get into all that. Today's scoreboard brought to you by Smarter Mortgage. Call David Carrier at 281-650-0648. Mention SWB. Get a free quote ASAP. He does refinancing and purchasing, and I know David's been extremely busy because I talk to him every now and then. Call this guy.
Housing market's off the chain, man.
Dude, the real estate market is just booming. I mean, we've got Joe on here for if you want to buy a house, and then if you want to pay for it, call David.
And then if you want to have a party because you just bought a house, then you can get toasting.
Yeah, and if you want to get your credit fixed to buy the house.
To buy the house. Yes, correct.
Call money management.
Yeah. Do money management, yeah. And then once you buy that, so once you've got the financing and you've bought the house and you want to do like TVs and sound system and all that stuff.
Yeah. Hybrid technology.
We got that too.
Golly, we got it all covered. All right, y'all, today's scoreboard brought to you by Smarter Mortgage. Here we go. Angels and Rays, that's tonight. And we are going to get into some breaking news here in a minute about the L.A. Angels. It's pretty interesting. Braves beat the Nationals 3-2. Blue Jays over the Athletics, thank gosh, 10-4. Indians blanked the Royals 4-0. Man, this is crazy. Look. Away team, away team, away team, away team, away team, away team. The Rangers even beat the Twins away 4-3. Red Sox only home team.
Why do you say it like that? Even the Rangers.
No.
Even the Rangers. Even those sorry losers. Hey, they've been playing well.
They're
Rangers
not too bad.
Been playing good.
They're all right. The Rangers are not bad. Their new stadium is amazing. It looks like a juice box like ours.
You haven't said that in a while, so you're disappointing me. I'm glad you brought that
Red
up.
Sox 12, Tigers 9, Phillies 2-0. And, of course, the Astros finally get over the hump, beat the Yankees 7-4. And the only game that's left is the Diamondbacks and Marlins, who are tied up at 1 in the 5th inning currently. That does it for the scoreboard. Thank you, David Carrier and Smarter Mortgage.
I tell you, it's good. It's taken a while for me, I guess, but for you, it's obviously been great because you're an Astros fan. Astros got a good team, and so you're excited about it. But baseball's kind of starting to roll a little bit. You know, you're starting to get games played. You're getting you're getting the standings coming up. It looks like it's a competitive league this year.
It looks better than it usually does. Remember last year, like we always say, Seattle jumped out like that. The beginning of the baseball season so far has been so hectic, up, down, up, like teams on fire. Teams are, it's streaking really, really bad. And there's people. The MVP of the league last year is hitting, under 200 for a while. So I think now it's starting to come around. People are starting to feel their groove. People fail to realize that last year during baseball you had the COVID. So I think they're just now getting the feel of the fans. Traveling is back to normal, stuff like that.
You've been to an Astros game this year?
Yes, I have.
I want to make it up to the to New Ranger Ballpark. I've had friends that have gone up there to see it, say it's beautiful. And then when you just look across the standings, I mean, it's kind of, unless you're the Detroit Tigers, they're 9-22, but everybody else is kind of hanging around that 500 area.
Wait, who coaches them?
Well, hey, I wouldn't talk shit. They came in and swept they swept them, didn't they? Swept the Astros?
I don't know if they swept us. I have to look at that, but
I think they did.
9-22 is not a good record.
9-22, and at least 2 of those are against the Astros. So there you go.
There you go. I haven't been up to Dallas yet either. Thomas said he hasn't. Thomas bought the tickets a while ago.
Yeah,
but
let me know.
I would love to go for an Astro series. We need to look the Silver Boot series, correct?
Yes.
Silver Boot series. I'd love to go up there for a game.
It's been a little lopsided on the Astros' favor over the last several years.
Yeah, but that's always an interesting, that's always an interesting game. It's fun to go to.
Hey, look, there was a 4 or 5 year span where the Rangers were killing them.
Yep.
Back in that 2010, 2011, 2012, around that time, the Rangers were really, really. I remember one time I went to the Astros Rangers game at that time. I think it was either 2011 year or 2012, right when the Rangers had been to the World Series. And, man, it was heavy Rangers fans in that stadium here in Houston. Heavy. It's not that way anymore.
The Astros, after 2014, 15, they really started getting a lot of bandwagon fans.
Yeah.
And a lot of the fans that were from old school started to really come back in because they started playing good.
Right.
And so then, of course, 2017, 18, then 19, everybody was back.
Well, it's the same thing with the Rangers. I mean, I wanted to ask some of those Rangers fans that were there. I'd be like, okay, tell me, the last time the Rangers went to the playoffs.
They're not going to tell you.
Who was their closer? Mm-mm. They wouldn't be able to tell me. What's your favorite Ranger on the teams back in the mid to late 90s? They wouldn't have any idea. So, yeah, same thing.
Lottie, what's up, my man? He's asking me where my white collar truly is. Honestly, I'm not drinking tonight or tomorrow. My daughter's birthday party is this Saturday. We've got Mother's Day on Sunday. We have to set up everything Friday. We went and got the cake today. Then just birthday parties now. And since, go back to the COVID thing, birthday parties now can have people.
Correct.
So they're expensive.
Yes.
These things are like, what? I mean, I'm going to drop a lot of money on a 9-year-old birthday party, which, I mean, it's all right, but I hope she doesn't. You can't get better every year because by 12, it's like 5 car payments.
Oh, well, trust me. Hey, look, I've got a 14-year-old, and she's going to be 15 next month, and it's not like, hey, I like this doll set or I like this set. It's like, okay, I'm ticking down on the car ticker here. So
yeah. Speaking of birthdays, you had a birthday, a family member's birthday come up.
You said this earlier, and I had no idea what you were talking about. I was like, no, you said it's a special birthday, but our cat,
Toast.
Our cat Toast.
We were gonna stop
Cinco
on the
de
way.
Mayo cat.
We were gonna stop on the way here. I was gonna get Toast some catnip for his birthday, but yeah,
he likes party mix.
Yeah, he likes
he likes party mix, man. That cat, man. Boy, I tell you what, with cats, especially, well, at least with ours, that party mix is crack.
Party mix?
Party mix.
What is it? Is it nip?
It's just like, no, it's like it's a food, but it's kind of like, I guess it's like crack, dude, because that dude.
Party mix?
Party mix.
All right, Toast needs some party mix.
Yeah, Toast needs party
Lauren,
mix.
if you're watching, when you come back from your vacation.
She'll know what I'm talking about. She loves
mix.
Cats.
Yeah, she does.
I think she loves that cat more than she likes it.
Sometimes when Lauren's gone, it's all right because we can get a little less PC.
Correct. Yeah, we can get a little. We get a little sportsy.
Yeah, this show might be
get a little obnoxious.
This show might be a little bit more ballsy.
Lauren's a good. She's a good equilibrium.
Yeah, we have to maintain our.
I think I made her mad last time.
You did. Let's move past that.
Yeah,
subject.
she's like, get off this subject. I'm like, wow, okay. I must have said something you didn't like. My bad.
Sorry, Lauren. We love you.
She got mad.
Have fun at the wedding. All right, y'all. Let's get into what's hot. Brought to you by Joe Applewhite. Applewhite Realty. 713-291-5270. Whatever he touches turns to sold. Joe and I talked a few times today. Love that guy. I've got a couple of things I said because I'm just looking down at the notes.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, did y'all have a deep conversation?
No.
I talked to Joe today. It was a good
I wanted to be like, all right, let's get into some sports.
You wanted to go another route, but then,
okay. We'll mention Joe here in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll talk about him.
Aaron Rodgers. There's two things that happened today. We'll get into the other one here in a minute. Albert Pujols and what happened with the A's. But this Aaron Rodgers thing is really gaining some steam, man.
It is.
And I usually have a grasp what I would think is going to go on in this situation, but I'm torn. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Well, everybody keeps talking. Everything I read keeps talking about Denver Broncos, and I'm just telling you, I think Denver Broncos are. I think they're set up for a guy like Aaron Rodgers to come and play, and I think Denver can be very competitive if they have Aaron Rodgers on that team.
Yeah, I mean, here, Joe's actually watching the show right now. So, Joe Applewhite Realty.
Yeah.
713-291-5277.
We got to make sure we do it the right way.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, Joe. Say his advertisement.
Actually, Joe, I need to call you tomorrow. I've got somebody looking for something. So, call Joe. Get a house.
Call Joe. Get a house.
Get David to pay. Well, David will get it paid for.
Correct. Yes.
Johnny V will get you the credit to get the money to get it paid for that Joe can find.
There you go.
All right.
Sounds like a good plan.
All right, anyways. So, Aaron Rodgers, so his Kuhn came out today and said that he spoke. Okay, two things happened today. There's the Brett Favre issue and then the Kuhn issue, right?
I haven't heard the Brett Favre issue.
Okay, so Brett Favre says he's actually talked to Aaron Rodgers and does not see him coming back to be a Packer. And then Kuhn comes on, who's his teammate, says he talked to him as well and says that it's a 70% chance that he'll come back and play.
Ooh, who do you believe in a situation like that? Who do you think he'd be more honest with? I think he'd be more honest with Brett.
I would think. I mean, Brett knows the organization better than anybody, and this is a GM issue, which we're seeing more of these days. I even think the Bears had one a couple days ago, but I don't know how this is going to pan out for him.
Well, we've had a conversation before, and I said the same thing with Deshaun, and I'll say it with you. I'll ask you. One of the things that these quarterbacks have an issue with, and Aaron Rodgers, it sounds like Aaron Rodgers has a lot of problems, but one of the main ones is involvement in personnel decisions. Do you think Aaron Rodgers should be involved in personnel decisions? Do you think that's something that's worth him arguing about? It
depends on how personable you are with the franchise, right? So, Dan Marino for the Dolphins back in the day, yes. Tom Brady, yes. But Aaron Rodgers he's never been the guy that's involved with the front office, he doesn't, I don't think he goes and plays in the golf tournaments they throw in the summer or whatever in the off season. So
your best player, by far your best player, highest paid player, you don't think it's necessary for him to be involved at all in the decision-making process on his teammates?
It's not that I don't think that I think that he should. It's that I don't know if he wants to. I think that he's making.
That's what he said. That's what he said he's upset about.
I mean, if he wants to, it needs to be in there, man. No, I say no.
You say no.
I say no.
That's surprising.
I say no because, look, I'll tell you why. They made the decision to get rid of Brett Favre and put in Aaron Rodgers. Do you think that Brett Favre was involved in that decision?
Well, no, I don't think he was because, I mean, obviously his stance is going to be, I don't want it to happen. So, I get that. But I do feel, I don't know. And I thought the same thing with Deshaun Watson. I'm not saying that they have to listen to what they say. I'm not saying that the Texans organization or, in this particular case, Green Bay, the front office has to take their advice and do it. All I'm saying is when you have players of that magnitude, that talent, that are that important to a team, I think you at least need to involve them in the process. You don't have to listen to them, but at least involve them in the process. I mean,
then if you don't listen to them, do they get even more pissed off?
No, I think sometimes they just want to be heard.
Aaron Rodgers, I need a wide receiver. They draft a offensive lineman or a defensive back. I mean, you get pissed off?
I think whatever the gauge of piss off is, I mean, if they're really, really, really pissed off, or do you want them just be like, okay, well, hey, look, they talked to me, they just didn't want to go the route I went.
By the way, UT Spring Game's on.
UT Spring Game? Fantastic. I think I've already seen parts of it. So, but I just think of it in my regard, in what I do as far as management, and your employees, people that work for you, is I do think it's important to get the people that are the most valuable, that perform the best in your organization, that you get their input on people that they're going to be with on a daily basis. I think that's important. I don't have to listen to what they say, but I at least have to get them involved and go, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Because they may give you some input that you're not aware of.
Well, I do know this. The Green Bay Packers are currently searching for backup quarterbacks and or quarterbacks in general because they don't have anybody. Everybody's expecting him not to even show up for anything. OTA, like nothing. Like, so they're looking for quarterbacks, and yeah, of course Jordan Love's going to be there, but they need other people to run plays, mimic other quarterbacks. And as of right now, Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers are on hold.
And look, Aaron Rodgers is a weird dude.
He is.
He's a great quarterback, but it's from the stories I've read. I don't know him obviously, but he just seems like a weird dude.
He's distant from his family. Yes, I watched The Bachelor. I did.
It's all right. It's okay to admit it. First thing about having a problem is admitting you have one.
I haven't watched it in a few seasons or whatever, but I know his brother was on. I watched that, and his brother came out and said a bunch of bad stuff about him, and whether it was true or not, who knows? But his brother was saying basically he is distant from the family, doesn't talk to anybody, and basically wants nothing to do with them. Now, being a professional athlete like he is, I don't know what they did to him, if they expected something from him. I have no idea how that went down. I mean, I don't know.
Well, and I know whenever you break up with somebody, it depends on how the breakup is. That it's not going to be very talk, or it's not going to be very mutual in that regard. But I also know that the people that he's broken up with, the ladies he's broken up with, they don't leave that relationship, at least reportedly, saying, oh, he's a great guy, it just didn't work out. Like, there's always some little comments that they make about the guy after they leave.
That's Albert Pujols, and we're talking about Rodgers.
We'll get to him.
We're getting to Pujols here in a minute, but we'll move on from Rodgers, man. We got a lot of stuff to get to. We got a lot of stuff to get to. Look, man, last night, very rare feat happened, and almost one of the rarest feats in baseball happened. The Orioles pitcher Means barely misses a perfect game by only one wild pitch.
Yes.
And it wasn't a walk, so he had a no, almost a perfect game. Just missed it by a wild pitch. And the Orioles were on the last of the list. We all know that the San Diego Chargers, Joe Musgrove broke that. They were the last team to have a San Diego Padres. Sorry, that didn't have a no hitter, and they broke it. And the Orioles were next, so now the Orioles just had it last night. This was a hell of a game pitched by him.
Third no-hitter of the season. This is the first for the Orioles in 3 decades, and was very nearly the first Major League Baseball perfect game since 2012. But yeah, to your point, wild pitch kept him from getting a perfect game. It's the first time in Major League Baseball history that a pitcher was prevented a perfect game from the dropped third strike rule.
Damn.
Think about that.
That's crazy.
He faced the minimum and technically got every single batter he faced out. Technically,
yeah. But he got to first on a dropped third strike.
Correct. So think about this. We've had a no-hitter in 7 that didn't count.
Oh.
And we've had a dropped third strike that was not a perfect game.
Man.
So I mean, we've had some things that have worked out pretty crazy. Some other things about this. He threw the 10th no-hitter in Orioles history. He was the first Orioles no-hitter since 1991. Now, what's significant about that, the last Orioles no-hitter in 1991 was thrown by 4 pitchers. Bob Malacky, Mike Flanagan, Mark Williamson, and Greg Olson.
You mean a combined no-hitter?
Combined no-hitter.
Wow, and the Astros did that.
So in reality, this was the first no-hitter from an individual pitcher for the franchise since Jim Palmer did it in August 13th, 1969.
Wow.
How about that?
Insane.
That's crazy, dude.
Johnny V real quick said prediction: Love plays well, and then they trade him to Denver.
I don't think that'll happen. You can't trade a quarterback in the NFL.
Well, I'm just trying. I mean, I guess that would mean that Aaron Rodgers holds out.
Okay, I get that.
Yeah. Rodgers have to hold out, and then they have to
Aaron Rodgers can afford not sitting out.
Yeah, he can. They said he could at least do 2 years. Like, just completely sitting. Which, I mean, he's 36.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that no-hitter was amazing by means, and good luck to him. What was it, Kevin that says this? Or no, Thomas said that Means was about to quit baseball, was a substitute teacher prior to this.
I mean, that's a great. And see, that's what I love about sports, man. I mean, there's all kinds of stories that come up in sports about that. Guys that come from struggling, and that dude made his. He's going to make money off that.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot. I'm not saying he's going to get a huge deal, but that guy's going to make money off it. He had never gone deeper in a game than 7 innings. Eight times in his career, he threw exactly 7 innings, but that was a career high.
What's the movie with Kevin Costner where he throws the no-hitter?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I can't think about it.
Some of our listeners will know. It's like I think it's called The Perfect Game.
It might be.
It's like he pitches. Yeah, I think it is a perfect game. But anyways, that's a great movie. That's one of those stories, just incredible.
Yes.
Good for him. Let's move on to some boxing. This weekend, I posted on Facebook. I might even have some people over. Ashley probably won't be too happy about it. It means that Saturday's going to be an incomplete event. So we got
Saturday's going to be a crazy day.
Well, because
if that happens.
I know. Check it out, because we'll have the boxing match on, and we'll have. So the guy leaves. I have an incredible blow up slide, water slide, and bounce house guy, and he leaves it for a couple of days for me. So it'll turn into like an adult party for the boxing match, and then we have a slide and bounce house in the backyard.
Damn, that could get messy.
That might get bad.
That could get messy. Are the kids going to be there the whole time?
Oh, it's for the love of the game. Vincent said.
That's right, for the love of the game. Okay.
Yeah, it's my daughter's birthday party on Saturday, so yeah, they'll be there. But kids go to bed, we turn to adult party. I mean, who knows? You know how those things go. You got kids, and you know how that is. We'll see. Yeah. Y'all are invited, but I doubt you're going to drive from Sugar Land to Cypress.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah, we'll see.
I may feel froggy.
All right,
and
come on. And the reason we're having a party is Canelo is fighting Billy Joe Saunders this weekend, and I thought this was going to be a boring fight. And last night we had the lights out show. We had Rocky Juarez on, and he said this fight won't last till the 6th. He said it
won't go past the 6th.
It won't go past the 6th. You got Tyson Fury saying that Billy Joe Saunders is going to win this fight. And I understand that maybe I understand that I think they're in the same camp and they're friends or whatever, and both of them. I don't know if Billy Joe Saunders is he British?
Billy Joe Saunders, he might be. Yeah, you know what?
He's not American, and because they just showed him in front of Jerry's World this morning, and man, they got into it a little bit.
Yeah, United Kingdom.
Yeah, he's from the UK. So,
of course Fury's going for his boy.
There you go. Yeah,
that's understandable.
But I'm now interested because of what happened in front of Jerry's World this morning. Because I can read people pretty well, and I saw Billy Joe Saunders look at him and say, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and he was serious, and I admire that. Hey, Canelo's sitting in front of you, 52-1, right?
Billy Joe Saunders is 30-0. So this is. That's not a bad record.
No.
I don't care who he's fought. You're 30-0. That's a good record. So Canelo is 55-1.
55-1 and 30-0. So I am now intrigued by this fight. I'm going to buy it, and we're going to watch it at the house.
That was the deal maker for you.
That was it.
What was it about the deal? What was it about it that made you want to do that?
Well, another thing is they're allowing 37,000 fans in.
Yeah, it's Jerry Jones,
or
man.
60-something.
Jerry
You'd have to look that up. But they're allowing maybe 60,000 fans in there. I want to see that.
Jerry, like I said, Jerry Jones, he doesn't care.
Two different perspectives here. You've got Jerry's World with two incredible fighters going at it, and if they put on a hell of a show, and in a month, you've got a YouTube star and Floyd Mayweather. And it's like Triller putting on this weird shit with no fans.
Yeah.
I hope that Billy Joe Saunders and Canelo put on a hell of a show, and those fans love it, and people view it and be like, "Oh wow, we need fans back."
Yes.
That's phenomenal.
The pure boxing part of it.
Yep.
And speaking of that, we don't need to get into it, but did you see the little thing between Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul?
I did,
dude. That
is it more set up?
That has to be, dude.
I'm gonna kill you.
That has to be. That has to be. Floyd. Now it's getting stupid.
It's just ridiculous.
It's getting dumb. And by the way, you've got Billy Joe Saunders plus 525.
That's not bad. If it goes the way Rocky Juarez was saying, he should be plus 1,200, 1,500.
Yeah.
If he's supposed to get knocked out in the 6th round, he wouldn't be like that. Plus 500 is not that.
You got Canelo minus 750. Over under 10.5. Right.
Man, I am tempted to put $100
on Saunders.
On Saunders.
Hey,
you win 600.
You never know.
I mean, you
never know.
You never know. But
could happen.
We'll move on because we only have an hour and we've already, man, this is flying. I love this. Biggest news of the day so far, at least for me, from a sports perspective, Angels are letting Albert Pujols go, or designating him for assignment, which means basically he's not going to go to the minors, obviously. So he's got 3 days to clear waivers, which they expect him to, and then he's a free agent. This is mind-blowing.
It's huge. I mean, you've got you basically have one of the top 20 baseball players in Major League Baseball history.
Yep. That's
available. Now he's in the later part of his career, most definitely. But I mean, this is one of the best. He hasn't been playing like that recently.
Well, obviously they're designating him for assignment, and I've got a lot to say about this. But go ahead.
No, go ahead. What do you got to say about it?
Well, there's two different careers for Albert Pujols, right? His career with the Cardinals, and then his career with the Angels. And when the Angels acquired him, they expected him to be this phenomenal baseball player.
Yes.
Which he was okay, right? I mean, look, he kills the Astros. He loves Minute Maid. So if the Astros are hearing me, pick him up because he plays great here.
Yeah. and he beat the Rangers in the World Series. So
I mean, he's known for big hits, and he's going to get picked up by somebody, but. He's obviously a Hall of Famer. It's sad. It's just weird to see how his career went, right? So he goes to the Angels. Then the Angels pick up Mike Trout, and you think, wow, a playoff team. They've only been to the playoffs once since they acquired Pujols, and never since they put Trout in there.
Right. Yeah, I mean, that's so true. So he's had 11 seasons with St. Louis, and he's had 10 with L.A., and the difference between those two careers, just put it this way, in St. Louis, he's a .328 hitter. For the LA Angels, 256.
Yeah, that's
pretty
70 points.
That's pretty significant. Absolutely. When you're talking about OPS with Seattle, his OPS. Listen to this. OPS for St. Louis 1.037.
That's phenomenal.
I mean, that's one of the best in the history of the major leagues.
That's up there with Trout right now.
Since he's gotten to LA, .758.
That's just crazy.
Like, that's a huge drop in OPS. Huge drop.
And obviously, he's a 500 home run hitter.
Yes. Grand total 667 home runs. 445 of that are with St. Louis. 214 with LA. In half.
It's just weird what happened to him. Now, I mean, I'm sure the Angels loved him over there, but again, they've only been to playoffs once with him there. But I think he retires after this year, obviously. I think he's already explained that, but
he's 41 right now.
Does he go into the Hall under the Cardinals?
I would think so, because so just so everybody knows, so in his 11th season with St. Louis, he's been an all-star. With St. Louis, he's been an all-star 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times.
Damn.
That's the only time he's been an all-star. He was only an all-star one time in his 10 years for the LA Angels. So the other 9 he was the MVP 3 times. He was second in MVP voting with the Cardinals 3 times. Silver Slugger Award winner. I mean, all kinds of things.
What happened?
Dude, he just got older.
What happened? Yeah, but I mean, players still in their 31, 32, 33, 34 play incredible. I mean, Bonds was. I mean, look, if you're telling me that Barry Bonds was bigger than Albert Pujols, you're crazy. Pujols is huge.
Right.
Like,
Yes,
I mean, dude, go back and look at his career when he first started. You're going to tell me he's not on roids?
And I remember whenever
I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying he's huge.
I remember whenever Albert left St. Louis fans were up in arms. Like, they let Albert Pujols leave. They let him go. And, I mean, his contribution dropped off significantly every year after that. And, of course, injury happened, too. I mean, when you look at his games played, especially over the last couple of years, he hasn't played a lot of games. They've used him in a DH position, so he hasn't really been playing every day.
Well, he played third base the other night. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. So, I mean, his St. Louis career, just his St. Louis career. If he quit after his St. Louis career, all-star. I mean,
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. Absolutely, 100%. Did you know this, though? He's the all-time leader in the league forever and ever right now, grounded into double plays. He's the all-time leader in grounded into double plays, 403.
I don't know, man. Tucker's catching up really fast, dude.
Dude, you got on a hot. You got on a hot topic about Tucker the other day. You said,
man, there's some people that got
guy.
pissed off about that. But
know.
look, they're like, oh, he hits the ball hard. Well, he hits the ball hard into right where the other players are. I mean, I don't care.
If you want to make the list of guys who hit the ball hard in major leagues, like it's long.
Dude, Tucker is playing like crap. I don't care what anybody says. He's now. Is he a good fit for the end of the lineup? Sure, but they started Tucker out at cleanup. And then he went down to 5, and he went down to 6, then 7. Now he's getting it's getting later and later and later, and it's like, man, when is this experiment with him going to end, man? I'm over it. And now if he's a
but you were excited when Tucker came back, though.
No, I've never been like a Tucker fan.
No,
just
who are you excited that came back that was going to leave? Who am I thinking about? They were going to sign a contract.
Brantley.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, Michael Brantley, dude. Brantley's he is the heart and soul of that lineup as far as hitting is concerned.
Yeah.
He is number 1 in baseball, hardest to strike out, and contact.
Okay.
He doesn't strike out. He connects on everything. So, I mean, I love Michael Brantley. And by the way, speaking of that, like, the Astros played incredible today. The last 2 days, the New York Yankee fans, man, holy crap.
They've been holding on to that for a couple years
since 2019.
They've been holding on to that. They've been waiting for that. And they got a chance to do it. I'm not saying but I don't blame them. I mean, Yankee fans, if Yankee fans are winning, it's because they're awesome. If they're losing, it's because they got screwed. You know what I mean? That's just how Yankee fans treat it. And they feel like they got screwed.
I loved it. Today was Altuve's birthday. I'm driving in the car, and
okay, let me take that off my list.
Yeah, because it was you were put that. At the end?
I was going to put that.
Well,
there, but
I'm sitting there and
brought it up.
He got a 97-mile-an-hour heater. Right, there's a man on first and third. It's a 3-1 count. He gets a 97-mile-an-hour heater down the middle.
Yeah,
because they're not going to walk him. Right behind him is Bregman, so he knows another one's coming. And I'm just looking at Ashley, and I'm like, he's about to hit a homer. And then I was listening on the radio, and boom, he hit a homer, and it shut that crowd completely up, and I loved it finally, because I don't care what the Astros say, the last 2 days have been hard on them. I mean, the entire crowd was F Altuve, F Altuve. Like, I mean, that's got to get to you after a while.
But these guys aren't superhuman. I mean, these guys are human, and they can say all they want. It doesn't bother us. We'll get past it. You know, it doesn't. We're just going to play the game, but it does have to affect you. I don't care what they say. It affects you somehow. Yeah,
Correa was getting bashed. I mean, Altuve was getting bashed. Bregman was getting bashed. But, hey, look, they came out. They won today. It was going to really suck to hear all the Yankees fans that they swept us. You'd never hear the end of it.
No doubt.
Never hear the end of it.
I tell you, one of the best baseball memories I have is the Texas Rangers going to the World Series by beating the New York Yankees.
Yeah, us too.
And striking out Alex Rodriguez as their last out.
Yep.
That was one of the. I mean, they were going to the World Series for the second year in a row, so that was awesome. But just the fact that they beat those guys,
I was at
fantastic.
the game when Altuve hit the homer against the Yankees to send us to the World Series. I was there. Me and Boardman were there, and man, dude, I thought Minute Maid was going to fall down. Like, I was like, it was so loud. It was unbelievable. That was the best baseball game I've ever been to, hands down, for sure. But I mean,
the significance of something like that.
Yeah, just
absolutely.
It's always good to send the Yankees home. I'm glad the Rangers did. I'm glad the Astros did. So F the Yankees. F the Yankees, dude.
The Yankees.
Yeah, Kevin Anthony said that.
Couldn't say it better myself.
All right, y'all. That's it for What's Hot. We got to thank a couple of people before we get going. Hybrid Technologies over there.
Get going. We haven't been going already.
Well, before
you said get going.
Yeah, man. Damn, we're already in it.
I know. We're almost 40 minutes in.
I know. Hybrid Technologies over there. My boy Roy Stanton, man. You need anything taken care of as far as setting up anything in your building and in your house, technology-wise, cameras, voice systems, anything computer-wise, cloud systems. Call Hybrid Technologies, man. 832-336-1201. My boy Roy will take care of you. He's good at that.
We also want to thank, you were talking about Mark Boardman just now going to Astros game. Mark and Josh at Construction Concepts, they are changing corporate culture one design at a time, from hospitality, corporate luxury, retail, and medical facilities. Their team of experts can update or create a space that exceeds your expectations. Give them a call at 713-589-2682. That's buildithouston.com.
Okay, my mom's trying to call me. I should have pressed OK and just let her.
Your mom's trying to call you?
Yeah, she was just she's trying to call again. Like,
what do you want, Mom?
Yeah. I should have pressed OK and be like, "Hey, Mom, I'm on air." You know,
That'd be great.
You know, if she calls back, I'm gonna do it.
You should.
I'm gonna do it
Because she
but-
wants you for something.
Yeah, I'll have her FaceTime on here. That'd be absolutely hysterical.
Is your mom one of those that that when you get multiple calls in a row, you go, okay, man, something's wrong, I gotta talk to her? Or is it just like multiple times in a row you pick it up and you go, hey, Mom, what's going on? Oh, nothing, I just want to see what you're doing.
Oh, no, she's crazy. So it'd just be like, well, I didn't know if I dialed it right. Like, you know, she doesn't know technology, shuts phones off, she hates it. Like, I had to wear a helmet driving around, like, a long time ago, like, all kinds of stuff.
Wear a helmet driving around? Is that what you said?
I am not getting into this story.
Okay. All right.
She's got.
That would sound like that would be an awesome story to hear.
She's got RFR. She's afraid of RFR, radio frequency radiation. Right?
Oh, okay.
So
right.
like, if you pass a cell phone tower or anything,
I
she's like
gotcha.
thinking she's getting like hit by radio waves.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So we had copper helmets at one point.
Wow.
Yeah.
That you rode around in the car in?
Just lock it up.
Okay. All right. I won't bring it up anymore.
But she didn't call back, so.
Okay.
Everyone's here now, Grant. Makes Jeff's support group look small. Wow. All right.
Yeah, so see? Look.
You got your fans over here. I like that. I like that. Good job.
Co-workers.
Well, co-workers.
Sure.
Not fans.
Yeah. I don't know. You can ask them. I don't know. I don't know if they're fans of mine or not.
We talked about this a little bit before the show about what other teams have quarterback issues. We know that Deshaun Watson, I mentioned this on Monday about the smear campaign they've done so far has been fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't hear anything coming out of the Texans camp anymore.
Right.
Zero. So maybe the attorneys put a lid on it, and nobody knows what's going to happen with the Texans and Deshaun Watson. Nobody knows. I think we're both in the opinion that he's not playing.
I mean, I've read multiple reports that saying it's a good chance 2021 he's not playing. And again, I go back to what I said after our draft show that we did. I think if you want to have a good sense of that, look who their first pick was in the draft. Texans had a ton of needs. They hardly addressed any of them, but their first pick that they did was quarterback. So that tells you everything you need to know right there.
It's pretty interesting. Man, it's actually getting pretty busy in here, y'all. We're over here at Christians Tailgate in Midtown 2000 Bagby. Yeah, I like it. We got a decent crowd in here, man. We love doing the shows here. And again, we'll have our 100th episode here on Thursday the 20th. So we've got gift bags for you guys. Can't wait to see it. Full of, well, it's not Ranger stuff.
No, it's not. It depends on what kind of gift you think it is.
Yeah, man.
Make
sure you get up here and check it out.
You got to come up here and see him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
if you're an Astros fan, you'll love them.
Well, we might have other stuff too, man, but you never know.
Yeah.
Look, I don't think that Watson's going to play.
I don't think so either.
There's a lot of stuff out there. Maybe the smear campaign is because they are coming to a settlement.
Yeah.
You know, I would think that maybe you see something come out with ESPN pretty soon that they've all reached a settlement and, Watson gets traded. And if he wins, you'll never hear about this again.
Right.
If he's never the same quarterback, that's all you're ever going to hear.
Oh, that man. Deshaun's in a really tough spot. I mean, obviously he's in a tough spot because he's got all these. So that goes without saying. But I'm just saying, as far as because if he goes somewhere, let's say he stays with the Texans or goes somewhere else, and he's really, really successful, he's still not going to have a lot of fans just because of how he is. If he goes somewhere and he's not successful, people are going to be like, see, I mean, he's in a no-win situation, man. I mean,
can that guy,
do you think there's any way possible Deshaun Watson can turn around his reputation?
Well, yeah, man. There's been plenty of players that did. Antonio Brown, look, they love him in Tampa Bay now, and that's probably why he re-signed. He can't go anywhere else.
No.
I bet Tampa Bay loves him, and he's got to stay there. Deshaun Watson got traded to Miami, and he becomes good. He's not leaving Miami. You're staying right there.
No.
But we've said this in any sport available that winning cures everything.
Yes, it does.
You still have people that love Michael Vick.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Mike Vick.
Yeah. Well, and I think especially for Mike Vick, I think one of the things that was, because he's really had this campaign that's come out, he's talking about, animal abuse and dog abuse, and, he served time. I mean, he's done all these things, and I think that's one of the things that's been beneficial for, not beneficial for him, but for his reputation, Mike Vick, is he did time over it. I mean, that dude paid his dues for it, and if Deshaun Watson, all he does I'm saying all, it could be very expensive for him, but if all he does is up doing a settlement where he pays money, he's not really paying any dues because everybody's like, oh, that dude's getting paid $40 million a year anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we can bring up another sport, boxing. Everybody loves Mike Tyson. But do you remember what he did?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But again, there goes the point of he served time. He, kind of tried to remake his image. And I think that's one thing about America. I think America, for the most part, is a place of second chances. People want to do that. They want to give someone, another opportunity. And it just depends on how you come back. And we'll see how he comes back. Yeah,
is he going to come out with an apology, come public with something? It's all how this thing, I'm assuming it's all hush money at this point.
At a certain point, he has to. I mean, he'll have to come out. But, yeah, right now I'm sure Rusty Hardin is telling him, I don't want you to say a word to anybody.
Yeah, just shut up.
Keep your mouth shut.
Is he single?
We don't know. We don't know.
Somebody look at his Instagram and tell me if Deshaun Watson is single. Because I know his girlfriend was like okay for a while.
Yes,
but then
I was going to say if he's not single, that girl is a saint. Or either she's like, she believes in good investments. And she's like, hey, I don't care. This is a good investment.
Dude, my mom, I wish she'd call back.
You want your mom to call you back? You're just trying to not answer.
I'd put her on the air. I really would. I'd put her on the air. It'd be funny.
Hopefully she calls back.
Listen, man, thank you guys for commenting. Man, I love it. Kevin and Vincent, all you guys that are always on, man. Can't wait to see you guys. Hopefully Vincent, Thomas, Kevin. Oh, Kevin's here all the time. But, man, Kevin's you guys here. Come to the 100th show on the 20th, man.
Please.
It's going to be quite the thing. Another baseball news. Well, I mean, hold on. Let's get back to the NFL.
We didn't talk about that.
What other teams have QB issues? We know we already talked about Watson. We already talked about Rodgers. And then we brought up Kirk Cousins earlier. Is that a QB problem?
I think so. I mean, what is about Kirk Cousins and what he did last year get you excited if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan? Like, what do you think about last year and go, you know what? I'm happy with Kirk Cousins. I hope he comes back.
I mean, the Minnesota Vikings to me are Dalvin Cook.
Yes, they are.
Man, he gets paid maybe an eighth of what Kirk Cousins gets paid.
Correct, yeah. I mean, he's, but still, though, this is the NFL, and you need to have an exceptional quarterback play, and the Minnesota Vikings just didn't have that last year. They just didn't.
I need to look up, I don't have it in front of me, who they drafted. I don't think that they drafted a quarterback, and I think that was one. I think they were going to, because they were right before Denver, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Denver took so there was an issue about whether or not they were going to take, if Justin Fields would have fell. I forgot exactly where they were, but it was an issue about if Justin Fields was available, if they were going to take him. And that would have been interesting. It would have been interesting with what you do with Kirk Cousins' contracts, because you said something like he's due $30-something million next year.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins is due. The one thing about Kirk Cousins' contract you got to remember is his contract is 100% guaranteed. So every bit of that contract that he's got is guaranteed. And that's what, whenever he signed that contract, that's why it was such a big deal, is because at that time when he did that, there weren't a lot of contracts that were coming out in the NFL that are fully guaranteed. And his contract is 100% fully guaranteed for his time there. Now,
holy shit.
So just so what he did.
I'd be okay with a backup role.
Yeah, well, exactly. 100%.
I'm good.
$31 million will be his cap hit next year. And if they were to get rid of him for whatever reason, drop him, he would count $76 million towards their cap. His contract after that is $45 million.
What?
$45 million next year, 2022. That's his cap hit. And then he's an unrestricted free agent.
Damn.
Yes.
That is a lot.
And just so anybody, if you're sitting here thinking, going, man, Kirk Cousins, that guy seems to have gotten a lot of money in his career. Just so you know, Kirk Cousins, I'm talking about Kirk Cousins here. He has made, so far in his career, $140 million.
Damn.
In the NFL.
Woo!
And that's not based on contracts or what could happen in the future. That is legit cash he's received from the Washington Redskins. I can't say Washington Redskins. Washington football team and the Minnesota Vikings, $140 million.
I mean, good for him. Look, if you getting paid is getting paid, right? So good for him.
And I mean, his career, his stats last year weren't that bad. I mean, he threw for 35 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, but they were 7-9. All in his career, he's 51-51. That's average.
That is not worth $140 million.
No, it's not.
Wow.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's other quarterback issues that we'll get into, but man, this show is flying. We only have 15 minutes left, man. Let's try to get into some history if you can.
Do that?
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
Here. We got some good history. We got, of course, a lot of baseball history, not a lot of anything else because this is baseball season, but still, it's pretty good. Today's May 6th, as you know, 2021. So getting into the summer. Today was a beautiful day. Feels like it's getting into summer.
Gorgeous
I love
today.
It. Did you play golf? You said you were going to.
No, I wanted to. I just had a little bit too many things, like too much to do. I got this incredible present for my birthday, and I haven't been able to use it yet. Where it like tracks my swings and everything.
That goes on the end of the club,
yeah,
right?
it goes on the very end of the club, and it tracks like how far you hit it. It's amazing. I just haven't been able to use it yet.
I looked that up. That's a pretty cool gift.
It's a really cool gift. I was stoked, and I had to go get an Apple Watch for it, so it cost me some money.
Oh, you had to get an Apple Watch for it?
Well, because you don't carry your phone up to, like, if you're if a ball somewhere, you don't carry your phone over there.
So you have to have it linked to something.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Man, she's good to you, man.
Grant's goodies.
No. Speaking of goodies,
she's good to me. She is, man. Like,
I hope you're good to that girl.
She's really embarrassed right now because some guy called her over there, and she's like,
"Oh, really?" That's good. All
Let's go, Grant's goodies.
So today's May 6th.
Tosin, we need to thank Tosin.
Oh yeah, we do. I forget about Tosin sometimes. Sorry, man. Tosin's a good guy.
I haven't met Tosin. Maybe he could come up here for the 100th.
That'd be great. I'd love to get him up here.
Come on, Tosin.
He's responsible. He's with Texas AV Productions. They are your event partner for all things live production, setup, designing, installation, corporate events, concerts, and touring support. If you mention Sports with Balls, you will receive a free consultation plus 10% off your total bill. Call them at 281-241-7520 and check them out online at TXAV Pro. They got over 20 years of experience doing that. They will take. I mean, Tosin's traveling around the world to do this.
Nice.
Like, this isn't just like he goes out and does a wedding or something. Like,
damn,
he's traveling around the world.
Get him, Tosin.
May 6th, 1915. Did you know future baseball Hall of Famer Babe Ruth hits his first Major League Baseball home run? And
wow.
Pitches 12 innings.
That's history.
In a Boston Red Sox 4-3 extra inning loss to the New York Yankees.
Damn.
So he hit his first ever home run and pitched 12 innings.
Insane. Ohtani status.
Ohtani status, yes. Well, Ohtani's doing Babe Ruth status.
Yeah, doing Ruth status.
May 6, 1934, the Boston Red Sox scored 12 runs in the fourth inning, including that. So that's not the crazy part. 4 consecutive triples.
That's pretty impressive.
That's crazy, right?
I don't know if that's going to be done again.
Hit by Carl Reynolds, Moose Salters, Rick Farrell, and B. Walters.
You know that guy was either playing football or baseball.
Yes. Your name is Moose.
Moose.
May 6, 1974, A's pitcher Paul Lindblad makes an errant throw in first inning of 6-3 loss to Baltimore, ends his record streak of 385 consecutive errorless games.
Damn.
Yes.
Wow.
How pissed was Paul Lindblad when he threw that ball? I bet he was pissed. I'd be pissed.
Pretty mad.
May 6, 1984. Did you know Baltimore Oriole Cal Ripken Jr. hit for the cycle? Not that that's anything crazy, but we haven't brought up Cal Ripken a lot on this show. So the great Cal Ripken Jr.
He's got one of the all-time records that will never be broken.
Yeah, that's the record, never be touched.
Never.
In the got to take a day off environment, that'll never happen. May 6, 1998, Chicago Cub great Kerry Wood struck out 20 Houston Astros to tie the Major League record held by Roger Clemens. He threw a one-hitter and did not walk a batter in his 5th career start.
Kerry Wood was phenomenal.
Grand Prairie, Texas.
He was good, man. He was really good.
I met Kerry Wood. Man, I'll never forget. One of the best trips ever. It's a long story, but I'll make it short. Me and 2 friends, really good friends of mine, we went to Chicago to watch the Cubs, Wrigley Field. One of the games we were there, they were Fuji Film Day. If you took a camera to the stadium before the game, you got to get on the field and take pictures.
Damn.
They had all the players. They had it roped off, but all the players came out. I got my picture with Kerry Wood, Sammy Sosa.
Ooh,
hell yeah, that was an awesome day. I just repeated myself on that one. All right, man, I did that like 3 times. What am I doing? May 6th, 1953. St. Louis Browns pitcher Bobo Holloman made his Major League debut. In his debut, he no-hit the Philadelphia A's 6-0.
Whoa.
That's a hell of a debut. Do you remember this guy? May 6, 1991, Philly Lenny Dykstra.
Oh, I love Lenny Dykstra for the Phillies.
He slammed a sports car into 2 trees.
Yep, I remember. Lenny was crazy. Lenny was a partier.
I think he's still crazy.
Yeah.
He's still
I think
nuts.
he is.
Yes. And then we're going to get out of baseball. May 6, 1954, English athlete Roger Bannister becomes the first to run a sub-4-minute mile, recording 3 hours, 59 minutes, and 4 seconds. Remember the Bannister breaking the 4-minute mile?
The 4-minute mile was a big deal.
There are three birthdays I want to talk about. Well, I was going to say 3, but you already talked about one, so thank you. Jose Altuve, born in 1990. The great Willie Mays, his birthday today, 1931. All he did in his career was a 24-time All-Star, 12-time Gold Glove Award, 660 home runs, NL MVP in 1954 and 65 with the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets.
Damn.
That's all he did. And then today is the birthday of the great Chris Paul, who Jeff says should be the MVP of the league.
It's him or Djokovic.
I can't argue that. I mean, if you say,
they're up there.
If Chris Paul was to get the MVP, I couldn't argue with that.
Yeah, they're playing phenomenal, and
he's made the Phoenix Suns the #1 team in the West.
We don't get on NBA too much, and we will hit it a little bit when the playoffs get closer because it's just, honestly, it's just not fun to watch right now. We kind of already know what's going on, so we'll figure it out when the playoffs come. But hey, let's get to Drop the Mic. We only got a few minutes left here. Drop the Mic brought to you by Money Management. My boy Johnny V that was on earlier making some comments. Love that. Thank you, Johnny. Money Management, man. Credit repair, 25 years of experience, licensed in all states, free consultation. When you mention sports with balls, this dude Johnny will take care of you. I saw where he raised somebody's credit score up not too long ago, 130 points already.
And I bet credit right now with what's been going on with COVID and all that stuff, I bet credit is hurting right now.
Well, I had to give a shout out to your cat Toast.
Thank you.
It's Toast's birthday.
Did you put that on Drop the Mic?
Yeah, I did put it on Drop the Mic. So I had to I was gonna bring the catnip for Toast, but it's Toast's birthday, man. So there you go.
It was yesterday, by the way.
Oh, yesterday. All right. Well, happy birthday, Toast.
Cinco de Mayo, cat.
I wanted to see Charles Barkley has a new golf swing apparently.
I didn't see it, but I read a headline that said, "Check out his new swing." How does it look? Did you see the video of it?
It's okay. Look, so Charles Barkley is notorious for a golf player and having the worst swing you've ever seen for a professional athlete. Unbelievable.
He's got a bad swing for a guy that just plays golf once a year.
Yeah, dude, it's so bad.
That's a terrible golf swing.
Well, you would think with all the money he has, like he would get another one. But
and he's had coaches. He's had everybody try to fix it for him.
Yeah, dude, it's unbelievably bad. But speaking of golf, there's something that came up called the Premier Golf League, and this is pretty interesting to me. It's like an extension of the PGA Tour, but a whole nother league. They have $240 million to back this thing. It starts January of 2022, and it's an 8-month season, and they're trying to recruit all the major players from the PGA. And the PGA came out and said if you play on the Premier Golf League, that you are not allowed to play on the PGA Tour.
Ever again?
Yeah, well, I guess as long as you're playing for them. So it's not like soccer. You would have, you have all these other leagues and all the other things going on. I don't know if that's what they're trying to get into, but man, trying to compete with the PGA is
ballsy.
That's interesting.
Ballsy. It's ballsy.
Like, wow.
Hey, but money talks, man.
Yeah, and they offer some of these people significant amounts of money to go play, and
if they got that much money behind it. I'm sure they'll. Hey, it's like they did with the UFL, back in the day with the NFL. When you start throwing around money, hey, Jim Kelly went and played for the Houston franchise in the UFL back then.
Jim Kelly, man. A lot of money. One of the most incredible stories, try to end this on a great note. Drew Robinson plays tonight. Now, if you're not familiar with Drew Robinson, this guy tried to commit suicide April 16th of 2020. Shot himself in the head in Las Vegas. He was recruited by the San Francisco Giants minor league. Failed attempt at suicide. Did a bunch of speeches, started to come back, and now he's making his first appearance this evening for the AAA team in Las Vegas, only 2 miles away from where he tried to kill himself.
Wow. And
he's playing baseball again and only has one eye now.
Jeez.
Unbelievable story. Drew Robinson plays tonight, man. That's going to be that's intense for him, and an incredible story to look up, man. An incredible story to look up. Also, I just wanted to ask you, Grant, when are we going to be at 100% for these games, baseball games?
As far as for attendance across all cities?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think that's happening until next year.
Oh, man, I hope it
I don't
happens.
think that's happening
I
until
hope
next
it
year.
happens before that, man, because it's like I love having the fans back, but I'm getting greedy now. I want to see packed stadiums.
No, you got these states like California, New York, some of these states that are, making some of these weird policies. So, I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think California and New York's going to do something like that. They're going to be the very last ones to do it. And I would even bet a state like California, New York, even in next season, they're going to have requirements of, who knows, man.
Thomas says Barkley used to be a scratch golfer, but according to Michael Jordan, some swing doctor fucked up his head.
Well, he really messed him up.
I mean, dude, that like
really messed
you're
him
talking
up.
about some psychology games,
that golf
or
swing is
psychological games.
terrible.
Like, holy crap, man, that's a lot, man. But hey, look, want to thank everybody for joining and logging in, and man, tried to get to as many comments as we could. Sorry, we don't have. The beautiful Lauren Leal, she's gone, but she'll be back here Monday. Look, we do have our 100th episode coming up May 20th, right here. 100 episodes. It's going to be phenomenal. We got to thank Max Sports too for putting this thing together, man.
Yeah,
appreciate
absolutely.
you guys being here. Zach, man.
Zach,
everything you
working
do. Yeah, Barry's here, so it's good to see Barry.
Yeah.
Got to thank.
We got somebody new over there. I didn't get a chance to meet that person.
Oh yeah, yep. Sorry.
Yeah. We got to meet him.
Got to thank David
Doing a
Carrier.
good job, man.
Yeah, doing a great job. Got to thank David Carrier, Smarter Mortgage, man. Appreciate you for helping out the show as much as you can. Call David Carrier. You want to get refinancing and purchasing 281-650-0648. Also, Joe Applewhite. No stranger to the show. Sub 13291-5270.
Also want to thank Construction Concepts. Basically what I like to say about Construction Concepts, besides what I've already said, is they like to build shit. Give them a call. 713-589-2682 is the way to get a hold of those guys. And then last, we want to thank Tosin and Texas AV Productions. 281-241-7520. If you want to throw any event, party, I know they do church services. They do all kinds of stuff. So give them a call. I know they'll do that. Also, my crew, I want to thank y'all for coming out.
Yeah, all your peeps over there.
All my peeps.
Johnny V over at Money Management. Call him to fix your credit, man. Johnny V will hook you up, man. Like the guy, I'm taking care of mine as we speak to try to get myself in a new Rizad.
Going with the Cadillac?
I don't know, man. I might go with an Escalade. I'm not sure. But, I mean, I'm not trying to get myself into too much debt.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're sitting here repairing it, and then you're just, hey, I know what I'll do. I'll go get a Cadillac and screw it up again.
I'll just call Johnny again if I do. But, hey, man, we want to thank you guys for coming out and watching the show live and also listening in, man. We got a great crowd. Yeah, great crowd in here, man.
Absolutely.
But we'll be back here Monday at 7 o'clock. This will also be up on all the podcasts, wherever you get your podcast. So if you want to rewatch it or listen to it, it will be up, man. Join our Facebook site, Instagram site, anything, wherever you get into your social media. Type in Sports with Balls. We're there. Follow us. And, man, that's all I got today.
You know what? I miss Lauren when she's not here. I like it when she's here, but also, too, it feels like when we do it just the two of us, it just goes real quick.
It's quick. It's sportsy.
It's real sportsy.
Lauren kind of keeps us, grounded a little bit.
Does,
we kind of get into tirades. We already had somebody comment today and be like, "Is this lights out and not Sports with Balls?" Because we're getting into too much boxing. But hey, man, that's how we do it here. We're on
like boxing.
Yeah,
so what?
It's not. It's
What's
not
it to you?
It's not framed out like that, man. But hey, look, thank you guys for paying attention to us. This is Sports with Balls, man. We'll see you guys Monday. Jeff Michael, Grant Miles, we out.
Welcome.
When I swing through H-time, cup full of oil and an orange kush sweet, cause this is how we do it in that 713. My candy red paint cocked up on foe, shocking and body rocking cause the south side ho. DJ Screw got me falling asleep. This is how we do it in that 713.
Welcome to Sports with Balls. Here are your hosts, Jeff Michael, Lauren Leal, and Grant Miles.